Alright, g'day guys, and welcome back to another Realmworks video. Tonight we're going to be looking at a couple of ways to do some more efficient data entry, mainly looking at how you enter tables into Realmworks. For anyone who's played around with Realmworks, trying to play with tables already, you'll notice that entering tables, especially from PDF, can be quite painful. Because when you cut and paste a table from a PDF, it drops the table, and basically then when you try and paste that into Realmworks, it just comes across as straight text. So let's jump over and have a look. All right, so I'm working on a PDF at the moment, and as you can see here, it's got some tables in here that I want to basically put into my realm. Now, just to show you some of the issues that I'm having, I mean, if I come and cut and paste, or just highlight, you can see it. I can highlight the rows on this side, but over on this side, I can't do that. Things get really quite icky if you try and do the whole lot. All right, you can see the wizards is coming in, for example. I don't know where that actually kicks in. There you go. So technically, somewhere between here and here is that actual wizards popping up. This one here was a lot worse. You can see it's split into multiple. I think this one here was even worse. All right, now just to give you an idea of what it looks like if we paste it straight in. All right, as you can see, that is absolutely useless, and frankly, putting that into a table that you can use is going to take you quite a bit of time. You would have to basically come along and make your table, and then cut and paste the detail in manually. Incredibly slow process, and certainly not something I would want to do. Okay, there's a couple of ways we can do this, though, as someone pointed out in the forums today, and I'm very happy for this knowledge because it's made things a lot easier for me. We'll go back to our source, and we'll see here if we do cut and paste it. And what we'll do is we'll come over here into Word, and we'll cut and paste it into Word. So, as you can see, that worked. Effectively what I've done is I've come into Word and I've gone import a table, then I've highlighted my table and I've pasted my details over it. Now you do have to highlight the amount of lines that you're actually putting in. So let's just quickly show you that. I got the material. I think we'll probably get a bit higher. How far down did I go? Material amount cost going down to 0 dray. There we go, and you can see it started replicating again, so we'll just get rid of that. And that's then my table, and then I can cut and paste this into Realmworks, and it works. That's a lot more efficient, guys. So go from PDF to Word and then straight in. Now, there are some complexities here though. Let's have a look at it. If I was to do this one, trying to do the same thing, God knows what will happen. Cherry, 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 elm, elm, elm. That's not working how I want it to. Alright, it's replicating all sorts of weirdness. Okay, so that's obviously not going to work. And this did involve some manual interpretation, but what we can do generally, if I can get it in, we'll go the other way. What's that coming in as? It's going the wrong way. It looks like this one's actually different to the one I was working on previously. So we'll come back up here and we'll see what this one looks like. Yeah. There we go. So as you can see, tables work in different ways. And that's probably a good lesson there, is this one here is going to be actually probably pretty easy, to be honest. Because what I'll do is I'll scroll down to here. And I'll come over to Word. Sorry, where's Word? And I'll put this column in and paste it in. And then I'll go back here and I'll grab this column. And I'll paste it in. You do have to make sure you select the cells that you're pasting into, otherwise that happens. All right, then I'll come back in, I'll do the final one. So that's easy, and then that will obviously paste in easily. Yep, make sure you select it. All right, so that's actually quite an easy workaround. But then we have a look at this one here. All right, so you can see here when I pasted this column in, and this is from up here, these ones turned out differently. When I highlight one, I'm highlighting two columns. All right, and that's quite a pain. All right, now I'm a bit of an Excel user, guys, so I'm going to go into some Excel use here that might mess with people's minds a little bit, but let's see if we can keep up. Equals left. All right, brackets. And then we're going to click on the cell that I want to basically look in. So I'm going to take the information from the left of this cell. I'm then going to find, again, in this cell. I'm going to find a space, in this cell. I'm going to close that one out. I'm going to type -1, and I'm going to close that one out again. All right, so there's my formula. Equals left bracket, L4 dash find, open bracket, colon, space, colon, no, not colon, quotation mark, sorry, comma, L4, end bracket, -1, end bracket. Duh. Now, what that does is it takes out the first word. All right, which in most cases is what I need. Okay, it takes out the first word, allowing me to get the second word out. So we're going to do the second word. Equals right. We're going to go from here. We're going to find. We're going to find a space. From within here, -1 again. And let's see what happens. All right, as you can see, I started to get some of the 8 Auses, some of the 6 Auses, some of the M Auses. All right, now this is by far from perfect, and if you want to spend hours upon hours perfecting your formula, you absolutely can. I guess all I really want here, though, is that the point I'm trying to make is that it's possible to use Excel to clean your data up and to make it so it's easy for you to enter into other sources. So I'm going to paste this as text so I don't mess with it. And then I would go through, personally, I would just clean it up. Guano. And in here, we got 1 LB 5. All right, then clean it up. And you've basically successfully cleaned up about half of it, or brought over about half of the ones you actually need. All right, so it does reduce the amount of work you need to do. It's not going to be perfect. But the point is that you can do that with Excel and then come back over to Word, and then you could basically come along and paste it in, and it's going to be a lot cleaner. All right. I will post the formula in the comments below, or potentially maybe even a link to a site that teaches you how to do it. Equals left, right, and there's even an equal mid, which will take a word from in the middle of the cell. Can be quite handy in these sort of scenarios. So I would say if you do have yourself facing putting an absolute bucket load of tables in, maybe come through and have a look at this method here, because it certainly can be used to speed you up. And as you can see here, I mean, I'm still working on my table, but when I get ready to paste this into Realmworks, it's going to come across a lot easier. You can see it's even got the indents that I've put in. The formatting carries across, so it is a lot easier. All right, guys, so that's a bit of a simple one. It's a good tip, I think, because tables have been an absolute pain point for me. Personally, I'd love to see the ability to cut and paste tables straight in, but PDFs they're a weird beast, guys, and they're, as you can tell just by looking at this PDF. Every single one is different so far, so it's not even something I can give you a direct formula for, because you're going to actually have to change what you're doing depending on the table that you're working on each time. All right, guys, so that's all there is to it. If you've got any questions, if there's anything you'd like to see, please comment below. Thank you for all the subscribers. We hit 200 subscribers earlier in the week, so thanks, guys. Hopefully, you'll enjoy some of these new videos. And apart from that, I will speak to you all on the forums. Have a good night.